Dive into the shadowy realm of espionage with us. We'll unveil 15 riveting, hidden tales of intrigue and covert operations that have secretly sculpted history. Our journey begins in the early 1940s, in the heart of America. Amidst the turmoil of World War II, an extensive network of Nazi spies was operating on American soil. This network would become known as the Duquesne Spy Ring. At the center of this ring was Fritz Duquesne, a South African Boer and a master of disguise. Duquesne had a long history of espionage, working for the Germans during both World Wars. The FBI, under the leadership of J. Edgar Hoover, had been tracking this ring for months. The breakthrough came when they turned one of the ring's members, William Sebold, into a double agent. Sebold's cooperation was crucial. Through him, the FBI was able to gather evidence and monitor communications between the spies and their German handlers. In June 1941, the FBI made their move. In one of the largest spy busts in American history, they arrested 33 members of the Duquesne Spy Ring. The trial that followed was sensational. All 33 members were convicted, and Fritz Duquesne was sentenced to 18 years in prison. This operation was a significant victory for American intelligence and showcased the importance of counter-espionage efforts. During the war, the Duquesne spy ring case highlighted the pervasive threat of espionage and the crucial role of intelligence agencies in safeguarding national security. It also set the stage for more sophisticated counter-espionage techniques in the future. Next, we turn our attention to the United Kingdom, where a group of young men at Cambridge University would go on to become some of the most notorious spies in British history. They are known as the Cambridge Five. Among them were Kim Philby, Guy Burgess, and Donald Maclean. Recruited by Soviet intelligence in the 1930s, these individuals infiltrated the highest levels of British intelligence. The Cambridge Five provided the Soviets with invaluable information, including secrets about British and American operations during World War II and the early Cold War. Their betrayal was not discovered until the 1950s, causing a major scandal in British intelligence. Kim Philby's defection to the Soviet Union in 1963 was a dramatic moment that shocked the world. The Cambridge Five case exposed vulnerabilities within Western intelligence agencies and highlighted the far-reaching influence of Soviet espionage. It remains one of the most significant espionage scandals in history. In 1943, the Allies executed one of the most audacious and successful deception operations of World War II, Operation Mincemeat. The plan involved planting false documents on a dead body, which was then set adrift off the coast of Spain. The documents misled the Germans into believing that the Allies would invade Greece and Sardinia rather than Sicily. The deception worked perfectly. The Germans diverted their forces, allowing the Allies to successfully invade Sicily with much less resistance. Operation Mincemeat was conceived by British intelligence officers Ewan Montagu and Charles Cholmondeley. Their brilliant plan showcased the ingenuity of Allied intelligence during the war. Operating within the heart of Nazi-occupied Europe was a Soviet espionage network known as the Red Orchestra. Led by Leopold Trepper, a Polish-born Jew, the Red Orchestra provided critical intelligence to the Soviet Union, including information about German troop movements and war plans. Despite being heavily pursued by the Gestapo, the Red Orchestra managed to operate effectively for much of the war, contributing significantly to the Soviet war effort. The bravery and resilience of the Red Orchestra members exemplified the critical role of intelligence in wartime and the high stakes of espionage operations. Key figures like Harro Schulze-Boysen and Arvid Harnack played pivotal roles in the network, using their positions within the German government to gather and transmit vital information. The Red Orchestra's operations included intercepting and decoding German communications, as well as organizing sabotage missions to disrupt Nazi operations. Their intelligence was instrumental in several Soviet victories, including the Battle of Kursk, where timely information helped the Soviets prepare for and counter a major German offensive. After the war, many members of the Red Orchestra were honored for their bravery, though some faced tragic fates, captured and executed by the Nazis. Today, the legacy of the Red Orchestra is remembered as a testament to the power of resistance and the crucial role of intelligence in shaping the course of history. Noor Inayat Khan, an Indian princess and descendant of Tipu Sultan, became one of the most remarkable spies of World War II. Working for the British Special Operations Executive, Noor operated as a wireless operator in Nazi-occupied France, transmitting vital intelligence back to London. Despite being betrayed and captured by the Gestapo, Noor remained steadfast and did not divulge any information. She was executed at Dachau in 1944. Noor Inayat Khan's courage and dedication to the Allied cause have made her a symbol of resistance and heroism. She was posthumously awarded the George Cross for her bravery. In the late 19th century, France was rocked by a political scandal involving espionage and anti-Semitism, known as the Dreyfus Affair. Alfred Dreyfus, a Jewish officer in the French army, was falsely accused of passing military secrets to Germany. The trial and subsequent cover-up highlighted deep-seated anti-Semitism within the French military and society. The case divided France and led to widespread protests. Key figures like writer Émile Zola played crucial roles in advocating for Dreyfus's innocence. The Dreyfus Affair eventually led to Dreyfus's exoneration and had a lasting impact on French society, emphasizing the importance of justice and equality. During World War I, a secret communication from Germany to Mexico, known as the Zimmermann telegram, would have significant repercussions for the United States. The British intercepted and decrypted the telegram, which proposed a military alliance between Germany and Mexico against the United States. The revelation of the Zimmermann telegram outraged the American public and was a key factor in the United States' decision to enter World War I. The Zimmermann telegram is a prime example of how intelligence and espionage can shape the course of history, leading to the United States' decisive entry into the conflict. One of the most successful spies of World War II was Richard Sorge, a Soviet agent who infiltrated both Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan. Sorge, posing as a journalist, gathered critical intelligence about German and Japanese plans. His most significant contribution was alerting the Soviet Union to Germany's intention to invade, allowing Stalin to prepare for the onslaught. Despite his successes, Sorge was eventually betrayed and arrested by the Japanese in 1941. He was executed in 1944. Richard Sorge's intelligence work was instrumental in several key Soviet decisions during the war, and his story remains one of the most remarkable in the annals of espionage. The story of the Enigma code breakers at Bletchley Park is well known, particularly through the work of Alan Turing. However, many others played crucial roles in this monumental effort. These dedicated individuals worked tirelessly to decrypt the German Enigma codes, providing the Allies with invaluable intelligence that shortened the war. The success of Bletchley Park was a collective effort involving mathematicians, linguists, and engineers. Their contributions remain a testament to the power of collaboration and innovation. The breakthroughs at Bletchley Park not only changed the course of World War II, but also laid the groundwork for modern computing and cryptography. Operation Tricycle was a British counter-espionage operation during World War II, involving a double agent named Duško Popov. Popov, who was codenamed Tricycle, worked for MI5 and fed false information to the Germans. His most significant contribution was misleading the Nazis about the D-Day invasion plans. Popov's work was instrumental in the success of Operation Fortitude, a deception campaign that created a phantom army to mislead the Germans about the location of the Allied invasion. Operation Tricycle highlighted the importance of double agents in wartime intelligence and the critical role they played in the success of Allied operations. Virginia Hall, an American spy with the SOE and later the OSS, operated in Nazi-occupied France despite having a prosthetic leg. Hall conducted sabotage missions, coordinated resistance activities, and transmitted vital intelligence back to the Allies. Despite being on the Gestapo's most wanted list, Hall managed to evade capture and continued her work until the end of the war. Virginia Hall's courage and ingenuity made her one of the most effective Allied spies of World War II, and her legacy continues to inspire. Operation Fortitude was a crucial deception campaign that misled the Germans about the location of the D-Day invasion. The Allies created a phantom army, complete with fake tanks and radio traffic, to convince the Germans that the invasion would occur at Pas-de-Calais rather than Normandy. The success of Operation Fortitude ensured that the Germans were unprepared for the actual invasion at Normandy, contributing to the Allies' success on D-Day. Operation Fortitude showcased the effectiveness of strategic deception in warfare and played a critical role in defeating the Nazis. The Venona project was a US counterintelligence program that decrypted Soviet intelligence messages during and after World War II. Through painstaking efforts, American cryptographers were able to uncover the extent of Soviet espionage activities in the West. The Venona decrypts revealed several Soviet spies operating within the US government, including Julius and Ethel Rosenberg. The Venona project underscored the pervasive threat of Soviet espionage and significantly influenced US counterintelligence efforts during the Cold War. In the early 1980s, a Soviet defector named Vladimir Vetrov, codenamed Farewell, provided French intelligence with a treasure trove of documents revealing Soviet industrial espionage in the West. The Farewell dossier exposed the extensive network of Soviet spies stealing technological secrets from Western companies. This intelligence allowed Western governments to take countermeasures, significantly hampering Soviet espionage efforts and technological advancements. The Farewell dossier was a pivotal moment in the Cold War, illustrating the critical role of intelligence in maintaining national security and technological superiority. The Portland Spy Ring was a Soviet espionage network operating in the UK during the Cold War, involving British naval attaché John Vassall. Vassall and his accomplices provided the Soviets with critical military secrets, including information on Britain's nuclear capabilities. The ring was eventually uncovered by MI5, leading to the arrest and conviction of several members, including Vassall. The Portland Spy Ring case highlighted the ongoing threat of Soviet espionage and reinforced the need for robust counterintelligence measures during the Cold War. These obscure stories of espionage reveal the hidden battles that have shaped our world. From World War II to the Cold War, the courageous and cunning efforts of spies and intelligence agencies have had a profound impact on history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the secret history of espionage. Subscribe for more in-depth documentaries and hidden stories from the past.